Well, good afternoon, folks. This is Woodcraft. My name is Joe. Thank you very much for stopping by. I have something pretty cool to show off today. This is the Kestrel. It is a knife made by Zoe Crist of Zoe Crist Knives. I was talking to Derek Bone from Knives Ship Free at Blade Show, and he was telling me about some of the really cool knives that they carry that, in his opinion, don't often get quite as many opportunities to be shown off as possible. So he sent this knife to me and asked me to show it off to you guys. And if you hang around to the end, he also asked me to give this away to one of you guys. So that being said, be sure to hang around to the end to find out how you just might be able to lay hands on this knife in particular right here. Anyway, jumping right into this, let's go ahead and get the specs out of the way so you guys are more informed about this knife, so you know exactly what I'm talking about when I refer to things. And then after that, we're going to talk about how much I like this knife. This is the Zoe Crist Knives Kestrel. The overall length is 7 3/4 inches long. The blade length itself is 3 3/4 inches long. The blade steel is A2. The thickness is 0.125 inches. The weight is 3.7 ounces. So this blade is nice and light. You don't even really feel it in your hand. I mean, it's just like an extension of your hand. It does not weigh you down, and I cannot emphasize enough just how much this blade loves to bite into wood. It is truly a surgical instrument. All right, folks, well, the specs out of the way, I made a promise that I would tell you just how much I like this knife, but not only am I going to tell you about it, I'm going to show you about it as well. I have done many things with this knife over the last, I think I've had it for about 3 weeks, something like that. You know, I've hit up bow drills, I have cut up food, I have done pretty much everything that I do in my normal everyday life as well as out in the woods. And there is not a thing that I normally do this knife does not do with ease. As far as a woodsman's blade, go ahead and take a look at this profile right here. As far as a woodsman's blade, the only thing that I would say that does not function just as well as every other knife of similar size is because that profile is really thin. So it doesn't create a really good wedge for batoning wood, but you guys know me. As far as batoning goes, I pretty much just look at it as, you know, if I can make a hearthboard with batoning with a knife, you know, it's good to go. I don't baton a whole lot. I'm not a heavy batoner. I'll turn, you know, already small pieces of wood into even smaller pieces of wood, you know, for making a fire and stuff like that, or baton down a hearthboard. But much beyond that, I don't really do much of. And even though this doesn't create a really good wedge to split the wood, it does get the job done, and it does it with relative ease. It's just, it's not quite as efficient, you know, as something with a little bit thicker of a blade, or, you know, something with a little bit more steep wedge to it. Now that pseudo negative there does come with a really good positive side. Because the profile is so thin, it is one heck of a slicer. It loves to slice wood. It loves to carve up food, you know, whether you're cutting up tomatoes and onions or meat or whatnot. It is literally a kitchen knife in the woods. It does really good. To keep on harping on the grind, it loves to bite into wood. You know, carving up spindles or carving up spoons or whatever you're doing, it loves to just dig in and remove material. But at the same point in time, because it is a convex, it's kind of a mix between a convex and a, you know, a high saber or a flat grind type of thing. As you can see, the grind starts right about here, comes down really thin into just like a razor's edge. It is really nice. It loves to bite into wood. But because it is convexed, you know, while you're doing feathers or something like that, it does a great job. It is a little bit harder to control as far as getting those really fine curlicue type feathers, but once you get the angle down right, get used to the knife itself, it does a really great job. It gives you a lot of control whether you want to remove a lot of material at once or just a little bit. For a light duty knife, this handle is absolutely spectacular. It just fits, it is very comfortable, it allows several different grips. As you can see, it is on the larger size of a small knife, if that makes sense, but you can still choke up on it, get your finger up top, and use the tip as an extension of your actual finger if you're choosing, you know, want to use it as a hunting blade or something like that. While we're talking about the handle, the fit and finish on this thing is just absolutely spectacular. I'm absolutely enamored with this. The point on this blade, it is nice and fine. You can get in there if you're carving something up. You can get in there and do some fine tasks really easily. But just look at how thin that is. You can get extremely precise. Like I said, this is almost like a surgical tool. All right, where was I? I had to cover up the camera. Anyway, like I was saying, guys, this profile, it is superb. I've really enjoyed using it. I wish I could keep it. As you guys have seen with what I've been going through here, it really bites down into wood really well, as I've reiterated over and over and over. The tip on this blade, it does fine work exceptionally well, like getting down into notches, or if you're a whittler or a carver. Like I was saying, if you like to whittle, if you like to carve stuff, like in the crafts, that sort of thing, the tip and the profile of this knife are superb for that sort of thing. The handle, while exceptionally comfortable, it gives you a lot of control. If you like to get into a lot of the fancier grips like reverse grips, grips and, you know, chest levers and stuff like that. The handle is comfortable for those alternative grip styles. And because the steel is A2, it does have really good edge retention. It also does have some corrosion resistance. It still is a carbon-based steel, so it will rust, but it does have a decent amount of corrosion resistance to it. I've used A2 for years and have never really had any sort of rust problems, as long as I was conscientious of the fact that I needed to maintain the blade some. And also, while it does have good edge retention, it isn't one of those super steels that is really hard to hone back up after you've lost that initial edge. So throw it on a strop for just a couple of minutes with this convex edge. It sharpens up really nice. It gets back to that surgical sharpness I was talking about in the beginning of this video. This is just one of those blades where I have a real hard time not rambling and going on and on and on about how good the blade is and just how much I like it. And as you've probably noticed throughout this video, this knife is pretty well used. But at the same point in time, I also mentioned I was going to be giving a knife away. This is the very same one I'm going to give away thanks to Knives Ship Free. This one I'm going to clean up and I'm going to ship it off to one of you guys. But you guys might be wondering, how do I get my hands on, or how do I have a chance at winning this Kestrel blade from Zoe Crist Knives? Well, it's pretty simple. You guys that have been around for a while know that I try to keep things as simple as possible on this channel as far as giveaways go. There's going to be a couple prerequisites to this one. This is a really nice knife. It is a pretty expensive knife. Like I said, the price point starts for this one right here. I believe this one was $175, $185, something like that. Again, there are lots of handle styles available at Knives Ship Free, so just depending on the scale style you decide to get or what's available, it does go up from there, but I believe the base price is around $175. So, you know, it is a higher end knife, but it is still affordable at the same point in time. How do you have a chance at winning? Well, it's simple. As usual, in the comment section, just hit N. But there are a couple other prerequisites here. Number one, you need to be a subscriber to this channel. I'll make it easy. There's a button right here. Go ahead and click that. Get that out of the way. Also, Knives Ship Free, and this is my prerequisite, not theirs. They didn't request this. Knives Ship Free runs an awesome YouTube channel as well. Click right here and subscribe to their channel. That's it. Say I'm in, subscribe to my channel, and subscribe to Knives Ship Free channel, and you're in to win. In 2 weeks from today, today is the 8th of August, I believe. Hopefully I'll get this up today, if not tomorrow. Today is the 8th of August, so in 14 days from today, so August, if my math is correct, August 22nd, I will pull and announce a winner. As far as the sheath is concerned, here's the sheath. Why is it still in the package? Well, like I mentioned before, this knife is going to be given away, and I wanted to give an open and honest review, but at the same point in time, as the knife is going to be given away, I wanted the giveaway to be as new as possible. And so I have just been wrapping that blade up in a towel and carrying it around with me as I do things. So the sheath is brand new. It is a nice, high quality leather sheath. I will go ahead and pop this open here so you guys can see it. It is a right-handed sheath. It does have a ferrard loop. The edges are burnished. I mean, it's a nice sheath. Also, you get with the giveaway, backdrop here, get a certificate of authenticity from Zoe Crist Knives. I apologize, it's raining on me out here, so the box did get a little bit wet. All right, well, that pretty much does it for this review and giveaway on this Zoe Crist Kestrel. Say that 5 times fast. But anyway, folks, thank you very much for being here today. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Good luck out there for all of you who participate in this giveaway. Thank you very much from Derek Bone from Knives Ship Free for putting this knife up to be given away. Guys, I highly recommend you guys check out Knives Ship Free at kniveshipfree.com. There will be a link right here as well as in the description box, so you can check them out. Folks, Knives Ship Free, and they're not paying me to say this. They didn't ask me to say this. I'm just going to go ahead and share it with you. Knives Ship Free, for me, is not only a great service where you can find great knives and great prices on knives. As far as a YouTuber or reviewer goes, Knives Ship Free is always the first place that I stop when I'm looking for information about a knife. So if I'm looking up a knife, trying to find specs or pricing or just various pictures, examples, if I'm looking for information on a knife, Knives Ship Free is my first stop. Their site is extremely informative, so if I need information on a knife, I'm almost always can find it at Knives Ship Free. Like I said, they have really good prices. Their customer service is top notch. If I'm looking for a knife and it's not just, you know, a cheap Chinese model, something you would get off of Amazon, Knives Ship Free is almost always my first stop to find it. Anyway, thank you very much for being here today. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Good luck to all you guys out there who are participating in this giveaway. I wish I could give one out to everybody, but unfortunately and obviously I can't do that. One thing I would like to take just a quick second to kind of concentrate on or reiterate, thank you very much for Knives Ship Free for sponsoring this giveaway. Thank you very much, Derek Bone, for thinking of it. I do appreciate it very much, and I know the viewers are grateful as well. The purpose of this giveaway is just to say thank you. It is to get the word out about Zoe Crist and his knives and how awesome they are. Yes, it is also to kind of point you guys in the direction of Knives Ship Free, but also it is a thank you from me to you guys. You guys have shown me a ton of support over the last couple years, and I'm very grateful. 8,000 subscribers coming up pretty fast, and I'm just blown away with the amount of support, positive comments, positive thoughts, and just the good overall relationships that we have built here on this other form of social media. So anyway, thank you guys for all you do. Thanks for watching. Thank you for shopping through Amazon. Thank you for all you do. I'm very grateful. And like I said, I'll see you on the next video. You have a great day.